another Killer Planes video.
Hey there, Steve from Killer Planes with the A-10. It's actually heavier than it looks and my arm's getting really tired. But this plane is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Did I mention gorgeous? This is how big it is. I don't know, 44-inch wingspan, something like that. Look at the specs on the website if you really want to know what they are. It weighs this much, and it weighs a little more now that we've taken out the nose weight and replaced it with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery instead of a 2,200 because we like to do that. I like to get some flight time when I have planes up in the air. So this balances nicely with this configuration. If you want to find out how to do it, just check out the website, killerplanes.com. And there it is. It's got crash proofing in it from nose to tail. So this will withstand a whole lot more than it normally would. Of course, these are the kind of planes you don't really want to crash because they're pretty and we want to keep them that way. So we're going to put this up in the air and then bring it back down really nice. Okay? Let's do an inland of sorts. It definitely flies. You hear that screeching sound it makes when I nail the elevator. Those nice, respectable aerobatics at a respectable rate. Does a kind of a corkscrew when you do a roll. And that battery definitely adds weight onto this. It's acting like a real plane, like the fact that it skids in the air instead of acting like a feather like a lot of RC planes do. Ah, the wind's flipping it around up there.
Don't forget to land.
All right, here we come. Up right off the runway. And there it is, the A-10 flying around with a plume. And you saw me kind of smack that down and it actually ran off the runway. Oh, the grass just fell off at pretty good speed, which will do damage to landing gear on a lot of planes. But that's what I was talking about this thing. This has honking landing gear. So running off the runway isn't gonna pull one of your landing gear out like on a lot of these other things. So Really good practice plane for practicing your three-wheel landings and for introduction to jets. Got a little bit of flap action. Can you see it there? See how that bends down in the back? There's a little bit of flap action built into these wings. So it's got a lot of great lift at low speed. It's got a sharp front edge, which means it goes fast nice too. No, it's characteristic of airfoils. When the front edge is sharp, you need more speed, but this counters it apparently with the more flap in the back. So this plane flies great, handles great. You can put a much bigger battery in it for a lot of time. So if you want to do jet practice, number one, and takeoff and landing practice, number two, touch and goes, this is your plane. Did I make that clear enough? So we have other A-10s for more specific things. The Star Max is for going real fast with an A-10. The Dynam is for hand launching. If you want to hand launch an A-10, the Dynam's got a real solid undercarriage or belly, whatever. And this one, this is the one for doing takeoff and landing on a runway and also learning your jets. It's got big, fat motors. Well, it's got big, fat fans. And they turn at slower speed and still give you a lot of thrust using a lot less power than a lot of other things. So you get more time on the same 2200 battery, and we've even bumped that up to the 4000. I'm not going to test it right now, but I think that you can get somewhere near a 20-minute flight time with this battery if you do some, slow flying, fast flying, you know what I'm saying? Love this thing. So there it is, HCA-10. Pick one up today at killerplanes.com with a crash proofing kit. Do not fly planes without crash proofing. Steve from Killer Planes. See you on the flight line. We're going to have some fun with this, right?